Chapter 1, The Beat and the Bookstore. The bookstore smelled like ink and dust and possibility. Micah Daniels pressed her palm against the cool glass door before stepping inside, the autumn chill at her back. She came here often, late nights when studying felt too suffocating in her cramped apartment, or when the weight of exams and essays made her crave something more alive than dead words on a syllabus. This wasn't just any bookstore. Harlem Bound was part coffee shop, part stage, part sanctuary. Every Friday night, the back section transformed into an open mic spoken word poets, aspiring singers, rappers, even an old sax player who shuffled in with a dented case, all came together under dim string lights and mismatched chairs. Micah loved it here because it was the one place she could shed the polished image of college girl who always has it together. Here, she could let her words spill raw, messy, and true. Tonight, she clutched her worn leather notebook to her chest as she scanned the crowd. It was packed. Students, locals, artists, everyone buzzing with anticipation. A new name was on the lineup, someone people had been whispering about all week. Dirty Red, the flyer had said in block red letters. Micah had rolled her eyes at that. Another rapper trying to sound hard with a stage name. Still, something in her gut told her tonight would be different. She found a spot near the corner, balancing her caramel latte on the ledge of her seat. The MC, a lanky man with a fedora and infectious grin, took the stage. "Y'all ready for words tonight?" he shouted, his voice bouncing off the shelves of biographies and self-help books. The crowd erupted, clapping and stomping. "One mic. One soul. One shot," he said, pointing toward the first performer. Micah closed her eyes for a second, feeling the familiar pulse in her chest. She'd be up soon. She'd share her piece about love not being blind, about how love wasn't just fairy tales but sacrifice, scars, and choosing to stay. It was heavy, but so was her heart lately. One by one, poets spilled verses about heartbreak, gentrification, hustle, and hope. Then the MC leaned into the mic, smirking. "Next up, we got a brother making his debut here. Y'all been hearing his name. Y'all been waiting. Show some love for Dirty Red." Cheers and whistles filled the room. From the back, he walked forward, tall, light-skinned, dreadlocks pulled back loosely, eyeglasses catching the glow of the string lights. He wasn't in flashy clothes, just a black hoodie and jeans, but something about the way he carried himself, confident, like the stage already belonged to him, made the air shift. Micah sat up straighter. He grabbed the mic, adjusting it with ease. "Name's Josh. They call me Dirty Red. Let's see if I live up to the hype." A ripple of laughter ran through the crowd. Then the beat dropped, low, steady, vibrating through the floorboards. He didn't rap about guns or cars or cash. He rapped about survival. About growing up with more broken glass than silver spoons. About Bay, his little girl, his reason for breathing. His flow was sharp, relentless, but every word carried weight. Micah's chest tightened. This wasn't what she expected. The crowd cheered, some on their feet by the time he finished. Josh stepped back, breathing heavy, eyes scanning the room. They landed on her for a split second. Long enough to make her heart stutter. The MC returned to the mic. All right. Dirty Red came to spit truth tonight. Next, we got one of our favorites, Miss Micah Daniels." Her stomach flipped. Of course. The universe had a cruel sense of humor. She walked to the stage, legs shaky but voice steady as she adjusted the mic. Her notebook opened to the page she had marked earlier. She didn't look at Josh, though she could feel him watching from the front row now, arms crossed, expression unreadable. Her poem began soft. About the myth of love being blind. About how real love saw. It saw the flaws, the cracked edges, the temper, the pain, and stayed anyway. Her voice rose, passion building, until the words filled the bookstore like a sermon. When she finished, the silence lingered for a breath before applause thundered. She stepped off the stage, exhaling. Josh leaned toward her as she passed. You write like you've been through some things. She paused, raising a brow. And you rap like you're trying to prove something. For the first time, his lips curved into a grin. Maybe we both are. They ended up at the counter at the same time, waiting for coffee refills. The air between them buzzed like static. You're a student, huh? Josh asked, nodding toward her backpack. Yeah. Columbia. English major. Figures. That piece you did? Sounded like it belonged in a book. Micah smirked. And your piece? Sounded like you lived every line. His eyes softened, serious now. I did. Something about the way he said it, no bravado, no flex, just truth, made her want to know more. Dirty Red, huh? She teased. He chuckled. Stage name. My government name's Joshua. He offered his hand. She hesitated before shaking it. His grip was warm, steady. Micah. I know. The way he said it, like he had memorized her name as soon as it hit the mic, sent a flush creeping up her neck. They lingered there, neither rushing to leave. The noise of the bookstore faded, the city outside buzzing faintly through the windows. Finally, Josh broke the silence. I'm doing another set tomorrow night. Studio session, small crowd. You should come through. She raised an eyebrow. You always invite strangers to your studio? Only the ones who check me without flinching. His grin widened. Micah shook her head, fighting a smile. I'll think about it. As she walked toward the door, latte in hand, she heard him call after her. Hey, Micah. She turned. Poets and rappers, we're just different verses of the same song. You'll see. The door swung shut behind her, but his words lingered, echoing louder than the city itself.